All right. Good morning. Good morning. Back at it. Got my buddy Jeff. There he is right there. All right. Plan for right now, as of 5 minutes ago, maybe not even 5 minutes ago, was it? We are tides on the skid steer. Going, see it right here. Backfilling the little trenches we dug out yesterday. Eventually we'll have to go over there. Boss man's bringing his dozer down. We got to put some more silt beds going up that hill. We're gonna get some rakes, shovels, and then we are going to follow Todd around and fill in holes that need to be filled in, and then figure out what we got to do from there. Go. I think Todd done most of our work on this one for us, all except for this end. But he's pretty well got it all up there. I did tell him on the last one that we didn't have enough dirt, so I think he made up for it this time, all the way around it. He didn't touch this side. We'll knock that over ourselves. But the reason why I like working with Todd, if I am on the ground or whoever's on the ground and he's in the machine, he does try to make it as easy as possible for the person on the ground. A lot of people ain't like that. We'll get this raked out and see, he's already over on the other side. That's what he's doing, a little back and forth motion. That's what he's doing. He kind of backs out at an angle and then comes in this way at an angle. If you can kind of see it on the ground, the little indention there, that's the corner of the bucket where he's pushing dirt at an angle. Then he'd be coming from this way and knocking it in the hole for us. So we'll get this flattened out, go all the way around this one, and then we'll head over the other side, and that's where the good soft dirt is. And then we'll carry on from there. We'll give y'all a little bit of an idea of what I was talking about, what Todd was doing a while ago. He's back dragging out and get it in there as close as he can to the edge. It's gonna be hot today, but it's a good little breeze blowing right now, so it ain't too bad. Yeah, you see how he does that, and takes and slings it whenever he picks his bucket up, and he backs up and he slings it off the front of the bucket. slings it all over toward the trench, as long as he don't get the corner of the bucket on the silt fence. And then when it gets a little bit built up, he'll back drag it, and it pushes it close to the edge, and then he'll go a little further. It's all just about how long you've been on one, how long you run one. And then he's been doing it longer than I've been alive. He's been running machinery over 30 years, I do believe. He's a good dude though. It's a good one to work under because he'll actually explain things to you and get out and help you when you need it. All right, give y'all an update. You can see where these pink ribbons are on these markers, or on them gray posts. This is where our road's gonna be. It's gonna go right toward the front end of that dump truck and Jeff's car and our vehicles. Come right around this way. Of course, this here about to be filled in. I'm gonna cut the top of that hill off, slope it all in real good. We thought it was gonna go on the gravel next to it. That's where we thought the road was gonna go, but they changed the plans and decided to scoot it over instead of having to dig up all the electrical lines and everything. So they scooted it over. It's gonna go here now. And right in, can't see it from here, but right in front of that dump truck, it goes down. We gotta put some storm drain pipe in. That ought to be fun. But right now we're running more silt fence. Todd's back filling it. We got a little piece right here we gotta fill in. And then after that, I'm not sure exactly what we gotta do. So me and Jeff's gonna put this piece up. We're gonna cut a little piece to go up there. And then I think it's lunchtime, don't you?
Yeah.
I do too. So probably go eat some lunch and then come back and see what the rest of the day in stores. Boss man just come down here with a dozer and fixed all this up. He was digging a stump up over there, and a bolt come out of one of the little cylinder. I'd have to show you on the blade of the dozer. If anybody knows the 6-way blades, a little cylinder on the very top, or it's not really even a cylinder. It just sets right on top and hooks to the blade, and the bolt backed off of it and it popped out. So the blade of the dozer was like this. So we got it all pulled out and he got it smoothed back up, fixed up. Me and Jeff's gonna throw this up and catch back up in just a little bit. Bit of a cleanup. Y'all can see them orange dots going up the road. You can see Todd walking up the road there, but right here, somewhere right in there, you gotta recreate the ditches on both sides. And see how bad it's washed out. That ditch right there, you get the skid steer in there, you get a car in there, it'd flip over. But all this rock here, see there's an edge of 2-inch right here. We're gonna leave it alone. But all the stuff in behind it, there's a little bit right up here. We're gonna take and just pile it all up right in that general area, and it comes back this way a little bit. So we're gonna get that started and get that cleaned up, then move on from there, see what else we gotta do after that. You gotta see how much rock is down here without getting into a whole lot of dirt. I'm gonna try to keep the dirt to a minimum. Todd's going up to get the dozer. I think he's gonna start on the other side. Just gotta peel it back little by little until we get down to where it's no rock no more. rock right there. Stop a little bit of grass from getting in it like it is. Just trying to get the gravel off the top of it. Put some of that Geo fabric down. I got a little piece of it in my bucket right there. That stuff, it can be a pain to put down unless you got enough rock over top of it to keep it covered. Especially if you're putting it down with a dozer. That dozer blade ever catches the edge of it, it'll rip every bit of it out. Up a little bit now, kind of make it look somewhat presentable, a little better than just leaving it all roughed up. And we got pretty much most of it down here. Scratch a little bit of this. Background on the dozer. If I remember here in a little bit, I'll show y'all or explain to you a little more about what happened to us this morning with it. The little piece that broke, or the bolt that backed out. turned around here. Get my little rockets behind this pile now. I got a ditch around behind me somewhere I'm trying not to fall off into. Get on the top side and come back in and smear that out. Oh, Todd doing there. Keep my knee out of the camera. Got us a decent little pile of trash rock there. Now what I'll do, I'll just take and smooth some of this out now. Kind of make it look a little more presentable than what it is. That's about as good as we're gonna get without getting too much dirt in the rock with it. I got some in there with it, but not a whole lot. I might go ahead and back drag some of this stuff down to kind of knock the high spots a little bit. Doing here. Todd's pretty much doing the same thing I was doing. It's there, kind of where he's backing up to right now. We don't understand why they don't want the ditch to go all the way back up around to the top of the hill like it should. I think it should. Todd does too. But they want a grass ditch instead of the rock. So it's going to be scooted over to about where the dozer is right now. So it's going to branch off from up there where he just stopped at the top of the hill where that orange dot is. And it's going to branch off about the way he just went. But they want to get all the rock cleaned up out of there first, and then he'll cut the ditch out then we'll probably have to seed and straw it. So seeding and straw days are not my favorites, especially when it's hot. People has done it before. We have a straw blower, so if you've used a straw blower and been sweaty and hot, you know how it is. Dusty, stuff sticks to you and itchy and all kinds of other stuff. So we'll sit right here for a couple minutes and watch Todd work for a few, and then we'll mosey on and see what else we got to do for the day. Probably just screwed the view up. He got a piece of that geo fabric right there. This road has already got that geo fabric under it. It's not fabric either, it's plastic. Well, I don't know why it's called the geo fabric, behind the door handle. We better move. I think he's going to come down this way now. Straddling that ditch right there. It's a deep one now. I don't know how well it pops up on camera, but there, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. He'll just zip right over top of it, and little by little it'll fill in. I'll back up here out of his way real quick. Hop out and see if there's anything else I need to do real quick, and then I'll probably get some more shots of Todd working. As long as he's still, I don't know how much more he's got to do, but we'll see. Y'all see that stuff? That's that geo fabric. It just lays flat. Put the gravel over it and it locks. Keeps the gravel from sliding down the hill. It's a pain if you ever catch it. See, there's a piece of it there. It's actually underneath the road. It's still underneath the gravel. that ditch filled in, it's still pretty deep there. You smell that fresh dirt. If they had smell-o-vision yet, you could smell it, but or another piece of that fabric. Sounds like music to me. Clanking and them pads together. Could sit and listen to it all day. See if we can hop over here on the other side in the shade real quick. That's a good ditch right here too. Running up through there. That's where the ditch was supposed to go. But from what I understood, whenever they built the road, I don't think they really put ditches in it. And it just run wherever it wanted to run, I guess. Now he'll turn his blade into it and he'll fill it in now. That little bar right on top, right there where my finger is, that's the one we had problems with this morning. It's because you got a bolt that holds down right in the middle of it and connects to the top part of the blade. And the bolt backed out of it and allowed the blade to set like this, it just completely laid over. He is using the GPS. It's marked. That's what the orange paint marks are for. It marks the actual edge of the road, but he's using the GPS on the dozer to know where the ditches and everything is. That's the same size dozer I had rented whenever I done the clearing around my house and stuff and building a driveway there. It does good for building driveways and stuff like that. When it cuts the clearing, it's not much on it. But we'll get off here and see what Todd says real quick. See what else we got to do. Alright, I'm going to do my best on getting this. We're fixing to load this rock up in that little blue dump truck that I posted yesterday, that video, in the video yesterday. So if y'all watched it, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what little blue dump truck I'm talking about, you'll see it come in the screen here in a minute. Todd went down there to get it. I'm gonna back it up here and we're gonna start throwing this pile of rock and everything in it. need to be up here where it's flat, at least. Y'all high enough to see it actually dump it in there, but I can't even keep the phone straight. Guess how many bucketfuls it's gonna take before it loads this thing. The thing down before I back off this little embankment. Just about dropped it. Time to scoot over just a tad bit and give me a little more room. I don't know if it's the auto level on the bucket works. Last time I tried it, it was wanting to sling the rock all over the place. Or throw the bucket all over the place. It didn't want to level itself out right. got it loaded up. We're going to finish loading the rest of it out. I'll catch back up with y'all in just a minute. All right, give y'all a little view. It's where that one pile was. I got it all slicked up and everything after we got it loaded. When we got over here and got this pile that we worked on a while ago, got it slicked up in front of the dozer. Now there's about 100 foot of silt fence that was missed. We got about an hour left in the work day. So we're gonna go down here and finish this out. Put this last about 100 foot of silt fence in and call it a day, hopefully. Turn some of that air off right there, it's hot. But I'll probably wrap this video up now as I'm the same old stuff doing silt fence like it was yesterday and this morning. So if y'all enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up, shoot me a comment, tell me what y'all think, if there's anything I can do different to make the videos better. Hit that little bell so you get all the notifications. Subscribe if you ain't already to keep up with me and see what we got going on in the near future. And we'll catch up with y'all guys tomorrow, probably. See what we're gonna do tomorrow. We'll catch y'all later.